The story begins on a calm morning in July, with the Earth going about its usual routine, blissfully unaware of the danger about to arrive. High above the planet, a massive alien mothership, spanning over 550 kilometers in diameter, enters Earth's orbit, sending shockwaves of electromagnetic interference through satellite systems worldwide. From this mothership, smaller yet still colossal city-sized ships detach and position themselves ominously over major global cities, including New York, Washington, D.C., Los Angeles, London, and Tokyo. Humanity watches in awe and fear as these mysterious vessels cast shadows over entire skylines, blotting out the sun and sending waves of panic through the populace. In New York City, David Levinson, an MIT-educated satellite technician, spends his days solving minor network issues while nursing frustrations about his stagnant career. David is an environmentalist and an intellectual, though his personal life is less stellar, as he is estranged from his ex-wife, Constance Spano, now a high-ranking communications director for the U.S. President. David detects an unusual signal hidden within the Earth's satellite transmissions, a repetitive code that he quickly deciphers as a countdown. With growing dread, he realizes this is a coordinated signal from the alien ships, indicating an imminent attack. Determined to warn humanity, David and his father, Julius Levinson, a comically grumpy yet wise man, rush to Washington, D.C. to alert Constance and the president. Meanwhile, Captain Stephen Hiller, a confident and ambitious Marine pilot stationed in Los Angeles, is called to action as reports of the alien ships dominate global news. Stephen, dreaming of joining NASA, struggles to balance his career ambitions with his relationship with Jasmine Dubrow, a resourceful and loving single mother who works as an exotic dancer to support her son, Dylan. As Stephen leaves to join his squadron, Jasmine decides to evacuate the city with Dylan. However, traffic jams and chaos on the roads trap her in Los Angeles, forcing her to seek shelter wherever possible. At the White House, President Thomas Whitmore faces mounting pressure from advisors, the military, and the public to act decisively. A former fighter pilot and Gulf War hero, Whitmore is well-meaning but initially underestimated by critics for his perceived lack of leadership experience. When David arrives and explains the alien countdown, Whitmore is initially skeptical but quickly realizes the urgency of the threat. He orders an evacuation of key personnel from the White House, including himself, his daughter Patricia, and Constance, just as the countdown nears zero. As the countdown ends, the alien ships unleash their power. Using massive energy weapons, they fire devastating beams into the heart of the cities beneath them. New York, Los Angeles, and Washington, D.C. are obliterated in scenes of apocalyptic destruction, with skyscrapers exploding, streets incinerated, and millions of lives lost in seconds. These catastrophic attacks are mirrored in cities worldwide, plunging humanity into chaos and despair. The president and his team narrowly escape aboard Air Force One, witnessing the destruction of Washington, D.C. from the sky. In the aftermath of the attacks, the world's military forces mobilize to counter the alien threat. Captain Hiller joins his squadron in a desperate air assault on the alien ships. However, their technology proves far superior. The alien crafts are protected by energy shields that render Earth's weapons useless. Hiller's entire squadron is decimated in the battle, leaving him as the sole survivor. Displaying incredible skill and quick thinking, Hiller manages to lure an alien fighter into a canyon, where he forces it to crash. He approaches the wreckage and, in one of the film's most iconic moments, punches the alien unconscious, quipping, "Welcome to Earth." Hiller drags the alien pilot across the desert, eventually encountering a convoy of survivors, including Russell Cass, a quirky and disheveled crop duster pilot who claims to have been abducted by aliens years earlier. Russell has long been dismissed as a drunk and a conspiracy theorist, but the alien invasion gives his claims newfound credibility. The convoy and Hiller make their way to Area 51, a secretive military base in Nevada, rumored to house alien technology and research. At Area 51, the president and his team are shocked to learn that the Roswell incident of 1947 was real, and the government has been studying alien spacecraft and biological specimens for decades. Dr. Brakish Okun, the eccentric head scientist, reveals a recovered alien fighter and 3 preserved alien corpses. When Hiller arrives with the captured alien pilot, it is brought into the lab for study. During the examination, the alien regains consciousness and telepathically communicates its intentions: the annihilation of humanity and the exploitation of Earth's resources. The alien is killed, but the chilling encounter reinforces the severity of the situation. David, frustrated and overwhelmed, experiences a breakthrough. He devises a bold plan to use the recovered alien spacecraft to deliver a computer virus to the alien mothership. The virus would disable the aliens' shields, giving Earth's military forces a chance to destroy the invaders. The plan is ambitious and risky, requiring precise coordination and the cooperation of global forces. Hiller volunteers to pilot the alien craft, despite having never flown such advanced technology. David, despite having no combat experience, insists on accompanying him to implement the virus. On July 4, Independence Day, the counteroffensive begins. In a rousing speech, President Whitmore addresses a group of pilots and ground troops, rallying them with a call to fight not just for their countries but for humanity's survival. The president, a former pilot, personally joins the battle, leading by example in the skies. Global militaries coordinate their efforts, preparing to strike simultaneously once the virus is uploaded. Hiller and David launch the alien spacecraft and infiltrate the mothership. Inside, they witness the staggering scale of the alien armada, with thousands of fighters preparing for deployment. The tension mounts as they successfully upload the virus, but their escape is complicated when the aliens realize their presence. Displaying courage and teamwork, they launch a nuclear weapon they brought aboard, destroying the mothership in a massive explosion. With the virus successfully uploaded, Earth's forces strike back. The alien ships, now vulnerable, are overwhelmed by coordinated missile attacks. In the United States, Russell Cass sacrifices himself heroically by piloting his jet directly into the primary weapon of an alien ship, triggering a chain reaction that destroys it. His act of bravery inspires others worldwide to continue the fight, turning the tide in humanity's favor. As the alien forces are defeated, Hiller and David return to Earth, crash landing in the desert near Area 51. They emerge from the wreckage as heroes, greeted by their loved ones and the surviving military personnel. The president reunites with his daughter, and Jasmine embraces Stephen and Dylan, relieved that they have survived the ordeal. Humanity celebrates its hard-won victory, united in triumph and resilience. The film ends with David and Stephen sharing a moment of camaraderie, reflecting on the extraordinary events that unfolded. The world looks to the future with hope, having reclaimed its independence on the 4th of July.